Rome, a name synonymous with power, empire, and enduring legacy. This is the story of Romulus and Remus, the mythical founders of Rome. Deep beneath modern Rome, a discovery has the potential to rewrite history. Archaeologists have unearthed what they believe to be the tomb of Romulus. This find beneath the Roman Senate has excited the global archaeological community. Could this be the final resting place of Rome's legendary founder? Join us as we explore the legend of Romulus and the discovery of his tomb. Romulus and Remus were born under a cloud of danger. Ordered to be drowned by King Romulus, they were instead set adrift on the river Tiber. The river carried them to the foot of the Palatine Hill, where their destiny would unfold. The twins were discovered by a she-wolf, an enduring symbol of Rome. The she-wolf nurtured and protected them, adding a layer of mystique to their story. Her lair on the Palatine Hill became their first home. This period shaped their resilience and connection to the land. The twins were discovered by a shepherd named Faustulus. Raised by Faustulus and his wife, they learned the skills of a shepherd. As they matured, they learned of their royal lineage and the prophecy. This revelation ignited their desire to reclaim their birthright. The name Rome evokes grandeur and power. Theories about its origin abound, from the Etruscan word Ruma to connections with the Pelasgians. Each theory offers a glimpse into the possible origins of the name. Could these ancient peoples have shaped the destiny of Rome? One theory links Rome's founding to the legendary city of Troy. Trojan survivors led by Aeneas embarked on a journey to Italy. Aeneas's union with Latinus's daughter Lavinia sealed an alliance that shaped the region's fate. Aeneas's victory secured his place in the land that would become Rome. The city's name could derive from Roma, a Trojan woman, or Romulus, Aeneas's grandson. Both interpretations link the city's name to its legendary founders. The legend of their journey has captivated imaginations for centuries. Romulus and Remus set out to overthrow Romulus. They rallied shepherds and outcasts, growing in number and strength. Their rebellion shook the foundations of Romulus's reign. The battles were fierce, but Romulus and Remus emerged victorious. Romulus was overthrown, and the people looked to the twins for leadership. They agreed to found a new city, a beacon of hope, but the question of where to establish it ignited a rivalry. Romulus favored the Palatine Hill, Remus the Aventine Hill. They sought signs from the gods to validate their claims. Both saw omens, reigniting their rivalry. Tempers flared and the fragile peace shattered. Romulus began marking the boundaries of his city on the Palatine Hill. He yoked a white bull and cow to a plow, symbolizing strength and purity. The furrow he carved was a sacred threshold, defining the city's limits. This act declared Romulus's claim to destiny and greatness. The air crackled with anticipation as Romulus, his plow having marked the sacred boundary, began the next phase of his city's construction. He ordered his followers to dig a deep trench, known as at the point where the furrow began and ended, a symbolic heart of the burgeoning city. This trench, according to ancient Roman belief, served as a portal to the underworld, a place where the living could communicate with the spirits of their ancestors and seek their favor. Offerings were carefully placed within the fruits of the earth, grains, and other tokens of prosperity, a tribute to the gods and a plea for their continued blessing on the nascent city. The trench was then covered over, becoming a hidden wellspring of spiritual energy, a silent testament to the sacred pact between Rome and the divine. With the established, focus shifted to more tangible defenses. A wall, built from the very earth upturned by Romulus's plow, began to rise around the perimeter of the city. This wall, initially modest in size, represented a physical manifestation of Rome's ambition, a bulwark against the uncertainties of the outside world. It was a clear message. Rome was here to stay, a force to be reckoned with, its destiny inextricably linked to the will of the gods and the determination of its people. As Rome began to take shape, with the marking its sacred boundary, the connecting it to the spirits of the underworld, and the rising wall offering protection, the rivalry between Romulus and Remus, far from abating, intensified. Remus, resentful of his brother's claim to power and the city taking shape on the Palatine Hill, mocked Romulus's efforts, his words dripping with disdain. In a fateful act of defiance, fueled by jealousy and a desire to undermine his brother, Remus jumped over the newly constructed wall, a symbolic violation of Rome's sacred boundary. This transgression, a direct challenge to Romulus's authority and the divine favor he believed he possessed, could not be ignored. Enraged by his brother's insolence and the threat it posed to the fragile peace he was trying to establish, Romulus struck Remus down, his rage a tempest that extinguished the life of his own twin. The city, barely born, was stained with the blood of fratricide, a dark omen that would forever cast a shadow over Rome's history. As Remus breathed his last, Romulus was overcome by grief and remorse, the weight of his actions crushing him. In that moment of profound loss and regret, Romulus vowed to honor his brother's memory by making Rome a city worthy of the ultimate sacrifice. Remus's death, a stark reminder of the cost of ambition and the fickle nature of fate, became woven into the fabric of Rome's foundation myth, a cautionary tale whispered through the ages. For centuries, the story of Romulus remained shrouded in myth and legend, a captivating tale passed down through generations, but one that lacked tangible physical evidence. The discovery of his tomb, if confirmed, has the potential to bridge the gap between myth and history, offering a tangible link to the very foundation of Roman civilization. The search for Romulus's tomb has captivated archaeologists and historians for generations. Some clung to ancient texts, poring over faded scrolls and crumbling parchments, searching for clues, for whispers of a location, for any hint that could lead them to the final resting place of Rome's legendary founder. Others, armed with shovels and trowels, focused their efforts on the Palatine Hill, the legendary site of Rome's birth, convinced that the secrets of Romulus lay buried beneath layers of time. Years turned into decades, and still, the earth remained stubbornly silent, guarding its secrets jealously. Just when hope began to dwindle, a chance discovery beneath the Roman Forum, the very heart of ancient Rome's political and social life, sent shockwaves through the world of archaeology. It was a discovery that had the potential to rewrite history, to give physical form to a legend, to bring us face to face with the legacy of Romulus. The discovery was made not in some remote corner of the ancient city, but beneath the Curia Julia, the building that housed the Roman Senate, the very heart of Roman power. The Senate, a body of elder statesmen, wielded immense influence in Roman society, their decisions shaping the course of the Republic and later, the Empire. That the possible tomb of Romulus should be found beneath this hallowed ground adds another layer of intrigue to an already captivating discovery. Archaeologists, working carefully beneath the Curia Julia's foundations, stumbled upon a subterranean chamber, its entrance concealed by centuries of debris and the passage of time. The chamber, roughly rectangular in shape, was constructed from large, carefully fitted blocks of tufa, a volcanic rock commonly used in Roman construction. The walls, though weathered by time, still bore traces of plaster, hinting at a time when this hidden space might have been more than just a simple burial chamber. It was within this chamber, shrouded in darkness and imbued with the weight of history, that archaeologists made a series of remarkable discoveries, artifacts and features that pointed towards a connection to Romulus, to the very beginnings of Rome. The air within the chamber seemed to crackle with anticipation, as if the secrets held within were finally ready to be revealed. The chamber itself, while impressive in its construction, was sparsely furnished. There was no elaborate sarcophagus, no glittering treasures, no ostentatious displays of wealth and power that one might expect in the tomb of a king. Instead, archaeologists found a simple stone coffin, its surface unadorned, resting upon a low platform. The coffin, though empty, bore silent witness to its age, its once smooth surface roughened by the relentless passage of time. Surrounding the coffin, carefully arranged on the floor, were a collection of objects, each one a tantalizing clue, a whisper from the past. There were fragments of pottery, their surfaces decorated with simple geometric patterns typical of the early Roman period. A bronze brooch, its surface worn smooth with age, depicted a she-wolf, its head raised in a silent howl, an enduring symbol of Rome's legendary origins. Perhaps the most intriguing discovery, however, was a circular altar, its stone surface worn smooth by centuries of use. The altar, positioned directly in front of the empty coffin, suggested that this chamber was more than just a tomb. It was a shrine, a place of pilgrimage, where generations of Romans, perhaps even as early as the Republic, came to pay their respects to the memory of Romulus, to seek his blessing, to draw strength from the legacy of their city's founder. The discovery of the tomb, with its tantalizing clues and its location beneath the very heart of Roman power, only deepens the mystery surrounding Romulus's death. Ancient texts offer conflicting accounts of his demise, each tale adding another layer to the enigma that surrounds his reign and his legacy. Some accounts speak of a sudden illness, a swift and unexpected end for a ruler who had seemed invincible. Others whisper of betrayal, of a plot hatched in the shadows, of a king brought low by those closest to him. The lack of a body within the stone coffin fuels these speculations, adding an air of intrigue to the already captivating mystery. Was Romulus's body moved at some point in the distant past, perhaps hidden away to protect it from enemies of Rome or to prevent desecration? Or could his disappearance point to a more fantastical end, one woven into the fabric of Roman mythology? The Romans, like many ancient cultures, believed in the power of the divine, in gods and goddesses who walked among them, shaping their destinies and influencing the course of human events. Was Romulus's death then not a mundane affair but a divine ascension? Did the gods, recognizing his greatness, spirit him away from the mortal realm, granting him immortality among the stars? One of the most enduring legends surrounding Romulus's death speaks of a dramatic storm, a tempest that swept across the city as the king addressed his people. Romulus, at the height of his power, had called a meeting of the citizens of Rome, gathering them in the shadow of the Palatine Hill. The sky darkened ominously as storm clouds gathered, their shadows racing across the assembled crowd. Thunder rumbled in the distance, shaking the very foundations of the city. Undeterred, Romulus continued his address, his voice strong and steady. A blinding flash of lightning split the sky, illuminating the scene with an ethereal glow. The wind, now a howling torrent, ripped through the forum, whipping cloaks and togas into a frenzy. When the light faded, Romulus was gone, vanished as if he had never been. The story of Romulus, from his miraculous birth and upbringing by a she-wolf to the founding of Rome, has captivated imaginations for centuries. It's a tale woven into the fabric of Western civilization, speaking to our fascination with origins and the power of myth. The discovery of his tomb blurs the lines between fact and fiction, history and legend. Whether Romulus was real or a symbol of Rome's ambition and divine purpose may never be answered. The power of myth lies in its ability to connect us to a mysterious past and ignite our imaginations. The search for Romulus is a journey of discovery, a quest for understanding. It's a reminder that the past's echoes shape who we are and how we see the world. The Roman Empire, though long gone, continues to cast a long shadow over Western civilization. Its laws, language, art, and architecture, these echoes of Rome's grandeur can still be felt today. At the heart of it all is the story of Romulus, a testament to the power of myth. As archaeologists probe the secrets of the Roman Forum, they uncover the history of an idea. Rome represents the enduring human quest for order and progress. The story of Romulus continues to resonate with us, centuries after his time. It is a story of ambition, brotherhood, and the eternal dance between myth and history. The past is never truly past. Its echoes shape our present and future.